What if the silence of someone ignoring you is not a rejection, but a mirror revealing their true intentions? Imagine discovering that their distance is a choice, a signal that unveils hidden motives, empowering you to rise above their absence with newfound clarity. Can the pain of being ignored transform into a powerful lesson that sets you free from toxic connections? By understanding why people pull away, you can turn their silence into a catalyst for growth, refusing to let their actions dim your light. What if being ignored is a hidden gift, clearing the path for relationships that truly matter? Embrace the Stoic wisdom that sees distance as a filter, making space for those who value you for who you are, not what you offer. These questions connect the threads of Stoic philosophy, transforming the sting of being ignored into an opportunity for self-mastery and liberation. Let's dive into an immersive exploration of 7 profound reasons why people suddenly ignore you, reimagined through the lens of Stoic wisdom. Each insight will equip you to understand their silence, reclaim your power, and build a life surrounded by authentic connections. Stay until the end, as the final lesson will reshape how you view every relationship in your life. They're testing your reaction. The game of control. Sometimes, silence isn't accidental, it's a calculated move. One day someone is warm, engaged and responsive. The next they're a ghost, leaving your messages unread and your calls unanswered. This cold shift isn't always about losing interest. It's often a test. They're watching to see how you'll react, how much you'll chase, and how deeply their absence affects you. By ignoring you, they're probing for control, waiting to see if you'll beg for their attention or prove your worth. Picture a tug-of-war game. When they drop the rope, ignoring you, they expect you to pull harder, scrambling to regain their favor. But here's the Stoic secret. Real power lies in not playing. As Epictetus taught, he who needs least from others is the most powerful. By refusing to chase, you dismantle their game, leaving them without leverage. Your silence in response becomes a silent assertion of strength, forcing them to question their influence over you. Consider a personal experience. A friend of mine, Sarah, noticed a pattern with a colleague who'd go silent whenever Sarah focused on her own projects. At first, Sarah would send follow-up texts, asking if something was wrong, only to receive vague replies days later. Frustrated, she decided to test a Stoic approach. She stopped chasing. After a week of silence, the colleague reached out, suddenly, friendly and engaged. Sarah realized it was a test of control, and by not reacting, she'd reclaimed the upper hand. This tactic reveals a deeper truth. Those who test your reaction are often more interested in power than connection. Their silence is a manipulation, not a reflection of your worth. By staying calm and refusing to engage, you protect your peace and signal that their games hold no sway over you. How to handle it. Spot the pattern. If someone repeatedly pulls away, to provoke a reaction, recognize it as a deliberate tactic. Resist the urge to chase. Don't double text or over-explain. Let their silence hang, showing it doesn't unsettle you. Anchor in your worth. Your value doesn't depend on their attention. Focus on those who engage without games. Stay stoic. Channel your energy into your goals, not their tests. Your indifference is your strength. By not reacting, you become untouchable, a force that refuses to be manipulated. Their silence, meant to control, instead reveals their weakness, while your calm asserts your power. They no longer benefit from you. The transactional truth One of the harshest realities is that some people only stay as long as you serve a purpose. They're warm and attentive when you offer support, connections, or emotional energy. But the moment you're no longer useful, they vanish. No calls, no replies, just a cold void where their presence once was. This isn't about you. It's about their transactional view of relationships. Think of them as devices plugged into a power outlet. As long as you're charging their needs, whether it's advice, favors, or validation, they stay connected. But once they're fully charged, or find a better source, they unplug without a second thought. Epictetus's wisdom rings true. Attach yourself to what is true, not to those who are temporary. Your worth isn't tied to what you provide, it's inherent. Those who leave when the benefits dry up were never truly invested in you. I recall a colleague, Mark, who was always friendly when he needed help with projects or introductions. I gave willingly, thinking it was mutual support. But when I stopped, being his go-to resource, his messages stopped. At first I wondered what I'd done wrong, but then I saw the pattern. His interest was tied to what I could offer, not who I was. Letting him go was freeing. It cleared space for genuine connections. This truth, though painful, is liberating. Their departure isn't a loss. It's a revelation of their priorities. By recognizing their transactional nature, you can redirect your energy toward those who value you for you, not your utility. How to handle it. Identify the signs. Notice if someone only engages when they need something. Their consistency reveals their intent. Stop overgiving. Pull back and see if they stay without your support. Their response will clarify their motives. Invest in mutual bonds. Seek relationships built on respect, not transactions where both sides give and receive. Let them go. If they vanish when you stop providing, their absence is a gift, freeing you from one-sided ties. Their silence is a signal to stop pouring energy into those who only take. By focusing on authentic connections, you build a circle that thrives on mutual value, not exploitation. They're influenced by others. The sway of weak minds. Sometimes someone's sudden distance isn't about you. It's about what others have whispered in their ear. One day they're warm and connected. The next they're cold, avoiding you without explanation. This shift often stems from gossip, rumors, or external judgments that plant seeds of doubt. Weak-minded individuals, lacking their own convictions, let others shape their perception of you, choosing silence over seeking the truth. Imagine a leaf caught in the wind, drifting wherever the breeze takes it. People who are easily swayed are like that leaf. Unrooted, they follow the opinions of others rather than forming their own. As Stoic wisdom teaches, a mind that can be easily swayed was never truly yours to begin with. If someone can be turned against you without questioning the source, their loyalty was always fragile. I experienced this with a friend, Lisa, who grew distant after joining a new social circle. At first I assumed she was busy, but later learned she'd heard a false rumor about me. Instead of asking for clarity, she believed the gossip and pulled away. I could have chased her, explaining myself, but I chose to let her actions reveal her character. Months later, she apologized, realizing the rumor was baseless. But by then, I'd moved on. Her silence taught me she wasn't a true ally. This scenario highlights the importance of surrounding yourself with those who seek truth over hearsay. Their departure is a lesson in discernment, not a personal failing. How to handle it. Don't defend unnecessarily. If someone believes rumors without asking you, they don't value the truth enough to deserve your effort. Observe their loyalty. True friends clarify before condemning. Let their actions show their integrity. Surround yourself with strength. Build connections with those who think for themselves, not those swayed by others. See it as clarity. Their silence reveals their weakness, saving you from investing in unreliable bonds. By letting go of those who drift with the wind, you create space for relationships rooted in trust and independent thought, aligning with Stoic principles of integrity. 4. You've stopped playing by their rules. The cost of independence. Some people only stay close as long as they can control you. When you stop tolerating their manipulation, whether it's guilt trips, subtle demands, or emotional leverage, they pull away. Their silence isn't about you doing something wrong, it's about you reclaiming your power. By setting boundaries or refusing to bend, you disrupt their ability to dictate your actions, and they retreat rather than adapt. Picture a puppeteer controlling a puppet with strings. As long as the strings hold, they decide every move. But when you cut those strings by standing firm in your values, they lose their grip. As Stoic wisdom teaches, the price of independence is the loss of those who wanted you dependent. True connections respect your autonomy. Manipulative ones crumble when you assert it. I once had a friend, Tom, who thrived on control. If I disagreed with him, he'd guilt-trip me, saying I was being difficult. For years, I played along to keep the peace, but eventually I stopped. I set boundaries, refusing to justify my choices. His response? Silence. No argument, just distance. At first it felt like a loss, but soon I saw it as freedom. His absence confirmed he valued control, not me. Their silence is a sign you're on the right path, prioritizing your integrity over their demands. It's a painful but necessary step toward authentic relationships. How to handle it. Recognize control tactics. If someone pulls away when you assert boundaries, they were more interested in power than connection. Stand firm. Don't backtrack to appease them. Your independence is worth more than their approval. Embrace the loss. Those who leave when you stop complying were never true allies. Their exit is a gift. Seek equal bonds. Build relationships where both sides respect each other's autonomy and growth. By refusing to play their game, you reclaim your power, letting their silence mark the end of manipulation and the beginning of your freedom. They feel intimidated by your growth. The mirror of insecurity, as you grow, whether through personal achievements, new perspectives, or bold ambitions. Some people pull away, not because you've wronged them, but because your progress makes them uncomfortable. They liked you when you were predictable on their level, but your evolution highlights their stagnation. Instead of rising with you, they retreat, unable to face the reflection of their own insecurities. Think of climbing a mountain with a friend. At first, you're side by side, the journey shared, but as you push higher, they slow, complaining or urging you to turn back. When you keep climbing, they accuse you of changing, but what they mean is, you're leaving me behind. As Stoic wisdom teaches, do not shrink to make others comfortable. Grow and let them choose to keep up. Your growth isn't an attack. It's an invitation they're choosing to decline. I had a friend, Rachel, who was supportive when I started focusing on self-improvement, reading, setting goals, and challenging my mindset. But as I progressed, her tone shifted. Jokes about my new self turned into subtle jabs, and eventually she grew distant. When I asked why, she said, "You're just different now." The truth? My growth reminded her of her own unfulfilled potential and Rather than join me, she chose to step away. Their silence is a testament to your progress, not a flaw in you. By continuing to grow, you attract those who celebrate your rise, not resent it. How to handle it: own your growth. Don't dim your light to make others comfortable. Your progress is your strength. Notice energy shifts. If someone distances themselves, as you improve, their insecurity is the cause, not you. Let them go peacefully. Not everyone is meant to climb with you. Release them without resentment. Seek growth-oriented allies. Surround yourself with those who push you higher, not pull you back. Your growth is a beacon, illuminating who's truly with you. Their silence is a sign to keep climbing unapologetically, shining. 6. You've exposed their true nature. The light of truth. When you see through someone's deception, whether it's lies, manipulation, or selfishness, they often vanish. Not because you push them away, but because their facade no longer works. Your clarity exposes their true nature, and rather than face their flaws, they choose to flee. This isn't a loss. It's a victory of truth over illusion. Imagine flipping on a light in a dark room, revealing dust and clutter hidden in the shadows. Those who thrive in deception can't stand the light of truth. They'll run, rather than confront what's exposed. As Stoic wisdom teaches, the truth offends only those living a lie. Honest people welcome clarity. Manipulators fear it as it strips away their power. I knew someone, Alex, who always played the victim, blaming others for every setback. For years, I bought into their narrative, offering support and excuses. But small inconsistencies, lies, contradictions began to surface. When I started asking direct questions, Alex became defensive, accusing me of being too harsh. Then, they disappeared. Their silence confirmed they couldn't maintain the act once I saw through it. Their departure is a gift, freeing you from relationships built on falsehoods. By standing in truth, you attract those who value honesty. How to handle it: embrace the truth. Seeing someone's true nature, though painful, is better than living in their lies. Don't chase deceivers. If they leave when exposed, let them go. Their absence is your liberation. Uphold your integrity. Stay honest and direct, attracting those who share your commitment to truth. Learn from the lesson. Use this clarity to avoid similar manipulations in the future. Their silence is the sound of a false connection dissolving. By choosing truth, you build a life rooted in authenticity, surrounded by those who honor it. It's a blessing in disguise. The gift of silence. Being ignored stings. It feels like rejection, leaving you questioning your worth. But what if their silence isn't a loss but a gift? People who distance themselves without explanation are revealing a crucial truth. They were never meant to stay. Their absence is a filter, clearing space for relationships that align with your growth and values. As Stoic wisdom teaches, do not grieve those who walked away. Be grateful they revealed themselves. Think of a tree in autumn, shedding its dead leaves. It doesn't mourn their fall. It lets go to make room for new growth. Similarly, those who ignore you are like seasonal leaves, not meant for your long-term journey. Their silence is a blessing, sparing you from investing in connections that lack depth or sincerity. I once felt hurt when a friend, Emma, stopped responding after years of closeness. I wondered what I'd done wrong, tempted to reach out and fix it, but I chose to wait. Weeks passed, and I realized I'd been the one-sided effort keeping our bond alive. Her silence wasn't rejection, it was clarity. It freed me to focus on friends who reciprocated naturally, enriching my life with genuine connection. Their silence is a gift, a chance to redirect your energy toward those who see and value you. By embracing it, you align with Stoic principles of gratitude and acceptance, finding peace in what remains. How to handle it? Reframe the silence. See their absence as proof of their presence, not your worth. Don't pursue. If someone chooses silence, their exit shows they weren't truly committed. Focus on the present. Invest in relationships that thrive on mutual respect and effort. Practice gratitude. Thank their silence for making space for those who belong in your life. Their silence is your liberation, a signal to let go and embrace the connections that matter. By seeing it as a blessing, you cultivate a life of purpose and authenticity. These 7 Stoic lessons: understanding tests, recognizing transactional ties, seeing through swayed minds, embracing independence, shining through intimidation, exposing truth, and welcoming silence as a gift, offer a roadmap to navigate the pain of being ignored with grace and power. Inspired by Stoic philosophers like Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius, these insights empower you to reclaim your worth, let go of false connections, and build a life surrounded by those who truly value you. Start today. Choose one lesson, perhaps refusing to chase a reaction or embracing your growth unapologetically, and apply it to your life. Each step strengthens your resilience and drawing you closer to a Stoic ideal of living with purpose, clarity, and authenticity. Their silence is not your burden. It's your liberation, a chance to shine brighter and attract those who see your true light. Join our journey. If these lessons inspired you, subscribe to the Daily Stoic Life and turn on notifications to stay connected with powerful insights that fuel your growth. Share this with your community, leave a comment with your thoughts, or simply say thank you to join our movement. Together, let's build a life of Stoic wisdom, where every challenge becomes a stepping stone to a stronger, truer self. Thank you for being here. Let's keep growing, shining, and thriving.